and Reid and Sir Derek Jacobi are right here, of course. We know them together as Celia and Alan in Last Tango in Halifax. This weekend, though, this is a great idea. They're going to be sharing a stage for the first time, and Anne is going to be interviewing Derek.
Right.
What a joy.
I know. I'm going to ask him lots of questions I've never dared ask him before.
And I'm going to try and get a word in anyway.
Well, there is that. There is that, Derek. That might be a difficult thing. What a great idea.
Well, yes. Originally, they said, would we talk about our careers? And
right.
I said, well, my career, you know, pales into insignificance compared. It does.
It's terrible the way she puts herself down.
I mean, he's had an amazing career in the theatre, and so I said, why don't I? You know, we're not a double act, even though we did Tango.
Yeah.
Why don't I interview Derek? And
what a lovely idea. But we'll get your experiences
I've never
as
done
well.
that before.
Oh, yes, I'll make sure.
It'll be a conversation.
I'll chip in.
Yeah. It'll be a conversation. So we're going to go right back to things like I Claudius, which were iconic, one of the best things I've ever seen on TV. Yeah. It was amazing.
Yeah.
Here in White City. This is where we made it.
Is this where you made it?
This is where we made it.
Look at you
1976.
Do you know that still holds up today?
Really?
Oh, yeah, it really does. And you know what's really brilliant? There's a whole new generation, because it's out there now.
Yes.
People can access it now. They can download.
Yeah.
And a whole new generation are...
And he doesn't look too old-fashioned?
Not at all. Not at all.
There were so many interesting people in it.
Oh, John Hurt as Caligula. Oh, my goodness me. Shan. Yes, of course.
And if you watch carefully, as the scene shifts from one place to another, within the same set, they've just moved the potted plants.
Oh, you shouldn't tell me that. I will be having a look at that now. I really will. It's really good. I mean, obviously, you'll talk about the fact, you know, the career you've had doing Shakespeare and doing all of that. How many times have you played Hamlet?
Just under 400, but I think it's 397.
For goodness sake.
I'm not quite sure.
Absolutely incredible. Do you know what I really love about you, though? The sense of humour that you've got. You take what you do very seriously, but not yourself. And I'll never forget that episode of Frasier when you played this old ham Shakespearean actor. I don't know if you remember this, Anne, but it was genius.
I haven't seen that. I'm jealous.
I'm delighted for you. You haven't seen it.
Bring myself to think about it. He was actually in Frasier, and he got an Emmy for it.
An Emmy.
I mean, this is unforgivable.
If you have not seen this for any reason, I do envy you, because you've got an experience.
Yes, I have.
And it's just so
But
funny.
it was typecasting. Bad Shakespearean acting.
It was not. Now, look, I have to ask you about this, because this is fascinating. Both of you have had love scenes with 007 Daniel Craig.
Yes.
How did that happen? And not together, not at the same time?
No. And we weren't all in the bed together. No, and three of us. No, he was on separate occasions.
It was on separate occasions.
What was yours? It was
I was playing Francis Bacon in a film called Love is the Devil. And you only slept with him once.
Yes.
I slept with him twice.
Twice? You see? He's got one up on you already.
He's always got to talk.
Exactly. What an interesting life being an actor is. You just never know what's going to happen to you next, do you? You really don't.
We're very lucky. I'm always saying this. You know, you have for myself, a bit of talent that is something that you can do, and it's given me the most terrific life, and I just think I've been terribly
it's great to hear that.
You do need luck in the business. I mean, you need health.
He's the luckiest person. He calls his book as luck.
You need a bit of talent, a modicum of talent, but you've got to have the opportunity to strut your stuff. And it's the opportunities that are...
And boy, you strut your stuff, that is for sure. Well, you two worked together before Last Tango. Did you work together before?
No, we'd never met.
You'd never met? You didn't know each other? Because you just assume that, you know, people with such longevity that you would have...
We just got on straight
We
away.
did.
Oh, you hit it off.
We did. We got on really well.
Yeah.
Incredibly successful series. Absolutely terrific. Now,
I know.
I know you can't probably say very much, but surely there has to be more. There's more stories to be told.
Sally Wainwright, who writes it, has always said she wants to write more. She's always said that, but she hasn't. You know, she's done Happy Valley and the Bronte thing,
but even a wee Christmas special.
But we are told that she is thinking very seriously about it. So we're
fingers
just
crossed.
Oh, I hope
keeping
so.
our fingers.
And you two, as if it wasn't enough doing all of that and working together, you've got an album. You sang together. Are we going to hear some singing during this interview?
Yes, I roped him into that.
Yes, well, she might start, because she does the cabaret.
I know, I've seen it. It's fantastic. It's really good.
Wonderful.
But isn't it great, all these opportunities that that are
Pardon?
here, all the opportunities that you have.
Yes, it was great. I mean, for me, it was...
It was called You Are the Best Thing That Ever Has Happened to Me, and I sent it, which is a song by Stephen Sondheim, and I sent it to Stephen Sondheim. Did you know that? Yes, I actually sent it, said you might like to hear that. And he wrote back and said something like, to say that I'm surprised is an understatement.